Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. In this episode guys, I want to go ahead and do something a little bit more special. I want to go ahead and go to the auction and see if I can find something a little bit more expensive that I can buy. As you can see, I am sitting on 240k, so we should be able to fix any car as far as I'm concerned. I've never been to this photo location. What is that all about? Oh, I need to go there when I have a car. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and go to the auction here real quick. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the car auctions. Okay. I need something good to buy, guys. I need something good. I haven't done a truck yet, so I don't know. I haven't done a truck yet. So this bad boy is starting at 1,000. This could be a quick flip that could make me a lot of money. I just don't know how much these cars cost, so you know, that could be a build that we can do right there. Yeah, the selection is not so good, mate. The selection is not good at all. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at this bad boy. Chai! It needs everything, and I mean everything. This has a different type of engine that I can see in there. I don't know, man. Yo, son. Alright, let me just go ahead and bet on it. I think we can spend at least 10k on this. Come on. Do not beat anymore. Come on. Alright, 5k. There you go. Alright. Oh man, that is brutal. That is so brutal, mate. Spend 5k on it. We're gonna spend another, possibly that 34,000. We're gonna spend all of that, and you know, I thought I was gonna get something a little bit more special, but you know, let's go back to the garage. Alrighty guys, we have just come back from auction and we just got ourselves this bad boy right here, and you know, it is what it is. Let's just go ahead and go wash this thing first. By washing it, we can go ahead and tell why that, well, it needs pretty much everything, guys. There's no need to even, you know, try and guess what's going on here. We're going to need every single part. We are going to need everything, like everything. I'm afraid to even look. Yo, take a look at that. The engine is different though. I haven't done this type of engine before. The setup is different. Look at the gearbox and all that. Everything is looking a little bit different, but you know what, I'm hoping to make money out of this into the garage, guys. Alright, straight away it's on the lift because we have only 3 wheels, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the pleasure of dismantling everything, and then we're gonna go ahead and begin with the build. Let's get it. Alrighty guys, we are pretty much almost done taking this thing apart, and then we're gonna need to go ahead and go buy all these parts. I'm not in the business of using a hammer to fix all of them. Nah, that's gonna take way too much time than I want, than I wanna spend on this build right now. All I'm really curious about is the outcome. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave everything else intact here. because in the last build I realized like when you take out anything that has to do with the engine while it's still on the car, it doesn't really recognize it that much. So you know, whatever, mate. There shouldn't be any fluids in here. What are you talking about? There shouldn't be any fluids in there. Alright. Gonna bother me. Alright, let's go ahead and take everything out. And what am I missing here? I need to go ahead and I need to take out this. And then take out this exhaust manifold. Hopefully me doing this is not gonna mess up my setup. Alright, let me go ahead and raise the car once again, and then take out this this exhaust, this front exhaust right here. So now we are left with only the engine in there. Let me go ahead and drop it down again. Look at how rough this thing is looking, even though I washed it. Even though I washed it, mate. Alright, let me go ahead and use my beloved engine crane. You know what I mean? Hopefully this is going to work. Let's go ahead and pull out the engine. What? I want to remove it. Oh shit, it just requires me to take out the oil regardless. Come on, who said there's oil in there? Who said there's oil in there, mate? Alright, let's go ahead and use... Oh shit, there was a little bit. Alright, get out of here. Alright, let me go ahead and drop it down once again. Alrighty, there you go. Pull it out. And then we're gonna go ahead and put it over here. There you go. Alright. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take off the... separate these two here. Alright, so that when I do mark what I need, it's going to be a little bit more easy. Let's go ahead and take out the wheel and everything like that. Alright, it's only one. So now if I go here, alright, let's go ahead and mark what we need, guys. Pretty much marking up everything here. 165, 80, 15. Alright, let me go ahead and get the tire here real quick. It's 100 and what? I need 4. No, I forgot. 165, 80, 15. Okay. I need 4. Size 15, 165, 80. I think that's the one. I think that's the one. What the hell did it go? Yeah, 80. And then the retro rim. Okay, the retro rim is the one I need. I'm gonna get 4, size 15. Let's buy that. Let me go ahead and take it out at the least, and the tire, take it out the least as well. All right, let's go ahead and continue with our markings. I think I stopped somewhere around here. That's the most important thing. All right, and the other thing that I need to do is the engine. I need to take the engine apart and get the parts for that, but we can go ahead and wait for a little bit while I use my welding machine here. You know, 1600. Go ahead and sizzle this bad boy. All right, there you go. All right, let's go ahead and take it back. All right, let me go ahead and take off the hood and the windshield. Everything else I think should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the trunk. All right, the left tail light. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave the seat in there for now. Is there anything I need to take out at the front? And of course, we're gonna be buying all of this stuff new, so it's all good. All right, I think that should be it. Okay, so we're left with this bad boy here. All right, so we are done with that. What I can do now is take the engine apart and then go from there. Alrighty, we are just about to finish taking this apart. I can't believe this thing is like a 6-cylinder as well. Alright, let's go ahead and deal with the flywheel over here. Where's the last one? This thing is all rusted up like it's crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and take off the engine block. And now I can go ahead and go back to marking the parts that we need. All right, I need that. I think that's pretty much almost there. And I'm gonna need the engine head, the alternator. Okay. We are going to need the spark plugs, the engine head cover. Gonna need like 3 of those. Gonna need that. The belts for sure. The clip B. Alright. For the body parts, I'll wait for us to go buy the body parts later, or maybe we can just go ahead and do it now. All right, let's go ahead and start off with buying body parts here. So this is the bad boy that we are fixing, so let's pretty much just get everything here. I'm buying the whole car, mate. We are buying the whole car. Better make me some money. You better make me some money, mate. Last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and get that. All right, now let me go ahead and go buy some serious parts now, and this process is gonna take quite a bit. So, you know, I think I need 2 of these. The relay stuff. Alrighty guys, we are almost done with the purchase of all the parts. Well, I can't really say all the parts, but most of the parts that we need. I'm just hoping that I got everything that I could possibly get for right now. I would prefer to miss maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 2 or something like that. I don't know, but the other thing that I do need is going to be the steering wheel, which I don't know which kind of steering wheel goes with this type of vehicle. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at that when we assemble the car. All right, so right now guys, I think we are ready to put everything together. You know what, let's just go ahead and put the engine together. It shouldn't take that long to do it. What do you mean I don't have the necessary parts to... I don't have the necessary parts to do what, mate? Alright, let's go ahead and try to put this engine together now. And and it should be easy. I don't really think there's that many parts into this one. Everything should be, I think I got, if I have everything, this build from here on should be very much smooth. Boy, close this engine out with the oil pan, flip it, and then put everything else together. Let's go ahead and put the oil filter. All right, go ahead and stand it up. All right, let's go ahead and put this thing together, guys. It shouldn't be too much of a pain in the ass, but you just never know with these things. Sometimes you think you have everything, and then it turns out you got nothing. All right, let me go ahead and, oh shit, we missed the fuel filter. Okay, I guess I didn't mark it, that's why. All right, let's go ahead and put this engine head in. All right, last but not least, let's put the cover, the engine head in. Quick and easy. Quick and easy. I just hope after doing all of this, guys, I don't need to build this engine from the engine bay. Because that would suck if I have to do that. That would suck. I had to do that in the last build and it was not nice. Not nice having to build the same engine at least. I mean, take it apart 2 times, build it 2 times. It's not easy, mate. All right, I think we are pretty much almost there here. Let's go ahead and put the timing chain on. And then the timing rocket, what is it called? The timing rocket thingy? Whatever. All right. Come on. Probably this will be like the quickest engine I've ever done in this game. The quickest engine install I've ever done in this game. By far. By far. Alright, let me go ahead and make sure I don't miss this clip over here. Okay. I think we are pretty much there. Other than the fuel filter, we are pretty much there, man. Alright. Alright, let me go ahead and get this fuel filter. Alright, it's gonna be this bad boy right here. And that will be the last thing that we put on this engine. I think everything is done. Unless I am dumb and I'm missing something. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do these miscellaneous things over here. I need to join parts together, not take them apart. Let's go ahead and do this quickly. All right, and then next we're gonna go ahead and do the wheels. This is what really takes a little bit more time to do. I'm gonna go ahead and balance at the same time here. All right, that was quick. All right, I think we're pretty much done with that. What we can do now is pretty much put the suspension on, and then yeah, this build should be very much ready sometime very soon. So let's go ahead and put it together as well. It shouldn't be too much of a hassle to put this together as long as I have all the parts. All right, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle, but then again, you just never know. Sometimes you can throw you a curveball and all that. As long as I have all the parts, this should be easy. This could be the easiest build I could ever do in this game. Now making me to think that I might not even be making that much money out of this car. That's the sad part of it. Might not be making that much money out of this. And that is some bullshit, if you ask me. Alright? That is some bull. Alright, let's go ahead and put in the brake pads. The caliper. And the goddamn wheel. Alright, as far as I'm concerned, the suspension is pretty much done. Let me go ahead and drop it down. Alright, and now we can go ahead and be able to, you know what, let's go ahead and install the, I need to go ahead and go charge the battery as well. Let's go ahead and do that. That battery should be good in a minute. Alright, you know what, let me go ahead and just get my engine. And I can just hope that I don't have to rebuild the engine away from, yeah, I need to build the engine from here. I don't know why, but I need to. Let me see here. This is a little bit stupid if you ask me. Let me go ahead and take off this section. Drop it down. Hopefully that's gonna help. I don't know. But yeah, install. Okay, there you go. There you go. I don't have to fucking do this from the engine bay. Okay. I'll gladly accept that proposal. Alright, so we have the engine installed. Let's just go ahead and get some of these parts in, and then we can do some other stuff in a bit. All right, get these fuses in as well. I just bought like a bunch of these because I don't know exactly how many I need, and you know, I'd rather have them in stock than not. We're gonna sell everything after we are done here, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. All right, let's go ahead and close it. Now let's go ahead and get the radiator and get our windshield. It doesn't come with the what is it called, the power steering reservoir. All right, let me go ahead and put in my exhaust pipe underneath, and it should really get this thing complete. Let's go ahead and get the gearbox in. All right, let's go ahead and get the starter in as well. I think that's pretty much it. After, oh shit, I don't even have the drive shaft. All right, let me go ahead and get the drive shaft. Need a drive shaft there. Alright, let's go ahead and install this bad boy. Oh, it didn't come with the drive shaft. I remember it did not have a drive shaft. I guess that's why I didn't have it marked or anything like that. Alright, let me go ahead and drop this bad boy now and get my battery. My battery should be good. I hope my battery is good. All right, let's go ahead and install this bad boy. Battery is good. Let's go ahead and get these exhaust manifolds in. All right, and that should really conclude, and I think the car is pretty much done. I'm just gonna go ahead and get my fluids in. You know what I mean? Go ahead and get my fluids in. I don't know why it's not giving me the option for the... All right, I think we are pretty much there. Let me just go ahead and drop it down and install our body. All right, let's go ahead and get the body in. I have everything, so this shouldn't be too much of an issue. The only thing that I might be missing is going to be the plates. I don't think I got the plates. Go ahead and get the windshield on. All right, let's get the trunk in, trunk window. And yeah, not bad of a build. Probably one of the easiest still. Possibly one of the easiest I have done. Oh, I'm missing a mirror on the other side. All right, let's go ahead and get this mirror in. Let's go ahead and get the other one in as well. And I need the headlight over here. And what the fuck is this? Is that the bumper? Jesus Christ. What type of bumper is this? All right, Bosnia. Okay. Let me go ahead and get the plates. Let me see. Bosnia. Okay, there it is. Let's get two. Let's go ahead and install this. All right. All right. All right. I think this bitch is done, mate. What I need now is the interior. I'm just gonna go ahead and take off the seat and pretend as though I am putting it in. I want to go ahead and take a look and see what the steering wheel looks like. What type of steering is that? Oh, it does have a ring on it, blah blah blah. Okay, get the seats. It's going to be two of them, and then possibly this one right here. Let me just go ahead and get this for now and see if there's more that looks like that. Go ahead and put this bad boy together. Okay, as you can see the remnants of the steering wheel. Let's go ahead and put it in. There you go, just like that, just like that. All right, I think everything is done here. Go ahead and take a look at everything. Everything is 100% made. Alright, now that I know that everything is good, we can go ahead and move this thing not to the dyno, but let's go ahead and go do the necessary alignments. Alright, so let's go ahead and begin with the test. What the hell do you mean? There's no engine oil in here. Alright, let me go ahead and put my engine oil in here then. But I did put in all my fluids, mate. All right, there you go. Okay, go ahead and close that. All right, let's go ahead and do what is necessary here. Yo, the inside looks weird though. That looks a little bit weird. Okay. Get this suspension ready. Alright. Okay, so everything is looking pretty nice. Let's go ahead and close that. We're gonna go ahead and do the wheel alignment and all that. Alright. That's way off, mate. All right, there you go. Let's go ahead and do the okay. Do I need to like okay, there you go. I think it's under the line right there. Okay. There you go. I think this bitch is done, fam. Alright. Let's go ahead and take it to the paint booth. Alright, we are ready for some paint on this thing. So just gonna go ahead and go with the factory color on this. It's a classic. So let's keep it that way. Alright. Alright, there it is with the fresh paint on. And we're gonna go ahead and take it for a wash. Alright, the last wash before we sell it. Make sure we clean out any other residues that might be in here. Take a look at how fresh that looks. Alright, make sure that our new customer is going to be very satisfied with the new car smell in there as well. You know, why does it look like it needs 2 exhaust pipes though? This thing looks like it can use 2 exhaust pipes, mate. Alright, let me go ahead and take this to the front of the garage. Alright, now that we're here, guys, as you can see in its glory, looking hella pretty and all of that, I think it's only right that we do a price reveal now. Everything else is looking good. Of course, the horsepower sheet is pretty much the same, 151 horsepower and 180 newton. What? I don't even know what the fuck that is, but anyways, okay, let me go ahead and reveal the price, guys. Okay, so it's going to bring a little bit of change. So we pretty much started off the episode with like 240k. So we could say we spent 30k altogether. Okay, so we could say we spent 30k altogether, and if we minus that from 65, we are coming back with at least 35. So we are making around 35k of pure profit, which is not too bad, you know, which is not too bad. And this is going to be a nice feeling when somebody buys it. Let's sell it. Yes, indeed. And there you go. That's how you make money in this game, guys. We are sitting on 281. So we did have, we could say, a $20,000 profit. All right, hopefully I have sold everything here. Let me just go ahead and double check if there's anything missing. I think now I've sold everything, so give and take, we made like 1 point, I could argue 1.2 or some shit like that, which is, you know, good money. So in the next episode, guys, I think we need to go ahead and use my 2 I think right now we have 2 bond locations that we can go to, so we can go ahead and try to use one of those. I can only wish that I can find maybe like, you know, a sports car or some shit like that in a bond. I just hope I can do it. And in the near future as well, I'm gonna be getting pretty much all the DLCs. I think that will make the builds a little bit more interesting going forward. But you know, for now, we're just gonna go ahead and deal with the, you know, whatever we have in game right now. I'm waiting for that Christmas sale. I'm waiting for the Christmas sale or the DLCs, mate. All right. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. And I'll catch you guys next one, man.